So one of the cool things about having these events is, we have people from various backgrounds coming, and we have this guy Justin who works at Harman, right? So that's pretty cool. Oh, you got so you've heard these, right?
Yeah, I did a video about these. Yeah, dude, these things are awesome. If I had the space, I already know the person to email, but and she's such a very nice, she's a nice lady. But I just don't have the space for these. I'd have to put them in my living room. Yeah, they are. I was thinking about the little guys. I'm like, maybe I do an 11 channel Atmos with these little guys.
All right. So he brought those the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Those I forgot the model number on those, but they're like little 6-inch, and they're like they didn't have a ton of bass. Those smaller ones, they were good for the size. They're good for the. Actually, I don't know if his were those. Maybe they were.
But I mean, that's the current
bigger
model.
Ones are 8-inch, dude. Yes. Yeah, the smaller one. Yeah. So Tim is saying the 4305.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, and they were cool. They sounded very good, but you could tell that they were smaller speakers. They didn't have like that crazy bass response, but these they were digging down pretty low. I don't know exactly how low. I would say around it was under 30.
So you measured them under 30 in that room.
Mm-hmm. And they're big. They're big old speakers, right?
Big.
But man, the sound stage, the imaging was very precise. What else can you say about it? Dude, it's just like that. When you get that solid center image, that's like magic, right?
They were
solid.
Yeah. It was me and Elin Osborne. We were listening to these, and the guy was gladly taking my requests, whatever was on the title or whatever, and the bass, the mids, the highs, man. It was a complete package that, honestly, I mean, they're expensive. They are expensive.
I think around like $4,000 for both
each
per pair.
No, each.
Nah,
isn't it?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they were.
I think it was 4,000 for the pair.
I thought it was 4,000 for the pair for the small ones.
Hold on. I think those are around 2,000 a pair.
JBL 43. What is it? Oh shit.
The 4329.
4329. 29p.
So the cool thing is they has a lot of connections on the back, right? You got optical, you have 1/4-inch XLR, Bluetooth, I believe, and you can have an Ethernet cable to connect one to the other. So you only have to connect to one. You don't have to, do too much. Each one has to have its own power cable. But
you're right. 4,300 for the pair, on sale right now at Crutchfield, and then stands they're using are 400 for a pair. So
honestly,
5,000 altogether.
I don't think that that's a ridiculous price for these. What I said was, for the guys who are like 2-channel audiophile guys, if they could get past the whole aspect of just buying gear, right? Because I believe that part of the fun is just buying gear.
I want to buy some shit,
But if you just wanted the best possible sound that you could get, right, and with the least amount of money, I think if you just got these, put them on some stands, have some nice treatment, and play around with the placement a little bit, I think that's gonna be as good as you're gonna want. For most people, it's not gonna get very much better than that. As far as like sound quality, accuracy, they're using DSP. It's already well designed. Here
it is. Stands 4,700.
Yeah. So
with
it's not
the current pricing on what do you call it?
It's not cheap. But imagine how much people spend on speakers.
Hold on. If you watch my video, if you watch my video, Jim from Harman says, well, that is also including amplifier. That is also including I/O. You've got all kinds of I/O for that. You can just connect it up Bluetooth. What does my wife always do? She runs Pandora. No hi-fi gear uses Pandora. Nothing. You can do Spotify, Tidal, Qobuz, Deezer, Crackle, whatever. But but no Pandora. So it's easy if she just connects to the connect JBL, blah blah blah, boom, done. Right? That's it. So it's huge,
dude. They sounded excellent though. I have to say,
yeah,
they really sounded big, right? I mean, all the measurements show that they should sound good. Off-axis response is very, very good.
Yeah.
You know, what else do I want to say about those? Good bass.
Here, I got a picture of the IO here.
Oh, and they played loud too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they played loud, more than loud enough. And the dynamics is kind of what surprised me also. You know, to me, when I think of dynamics, I think about kind of like being able to hear soft noises well, right?
Yeah, soft.
Something about that, you know.
Look, you've got a subwoofer output if you want. You've got USB, asynchronous USB in, right? Digital optical in, standard. You know, what is this? 1/4 inch? No,
Yeah.
1/8 inch.
The only thing I thought was weird is it doesn't have RCA in, so we had to kind of like fabricate.
Oh well, because you have to have an adapter, RCA to 1/4 inch, probably.
We didn't have one.
Oh, so you went
of course that
RCA to aux in, right?
I ended up going, headphone jack to RCA to another thing, so we kind of had to adapt it, but it worked.
Because there's a studio monitor. So right here, the balanced in, these are XLR / 1/4 inch multi jacks, right? So in a music studio, that's what you would be plugging it into.
Yeah, and that's another thing is, these are made, for studio monitoring, meaning they're accurate, but in no way did they sound bad in a,
consumer
just like,
environment
away type of environment. They sounded excellent. And so I've always said there's no real difference. If you have a good sounding speaker, it's a good sounding speaker,
no matter what you're using it
for. It doesn't know that it's for monitoring or, for playback. But let me show you this too. Where is it? Okay, so I compared them to the Cali Audio LP6 V2. So the ones on the left are what, 2,000? You said 2,000 something a pair.
Each?
2,000 each.
Yeah.
Okay. 2,000. How much? 2,200. The one on the right, the Cali Audio, when it's on sale, it's like $179 each. Now the interesting thing is, this is designed by Charles Sprinkle at Cali Audio, and was formerly at Harman, JBL Harman, and I believe that he worked on the ones that everybody gets. I think it's the LSR series, 305s, things like that. But I let this guy Justin, the guy who brought these, I let him hear the Cali Audios, and he's like, "Huh, those are pretty nice." And for that price, and they are. Of course, they didn't have the bass. The main thing is they just didn't have the bass output.
They don't have an 8-inch woofer.
Yeah, they do have an 8-inch version of this. I'm kind of curious to see how that sounds.
Oh, the 8, the IN8. Or wait, which one is this? LP or IN?
This is the LP. So LP6 V2.
LP6.
Yeah, but he was surprised by how good these sounded, and they're inexpensive. $179.
Yeah, very inexpensive.
Are the other ones better? Hell yeah, the other ones are better, right? In what ways are they better though? Well, they're better because they're bigger, they have more bass. The cabinet, look at the way that looks, it looks nice. So just higher quality for sure.
And then the Calis are self-powered too, right?
Yeah. You don't even have to buy an
IO? IO is similar, right?
IO, these do not have Bluetooth. They don't have. These are just like straight up studio monitors. They have the ones that are called MM6s that have more consumer type of inputs. But yeah, these are awesome. Both of these are awesome. But it just goes to show, if you have a speaker that measures well, good engineering behind it, I think everybody just pretty much agrees these sound good. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I had fun with them.
I'm glad you liked them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought they. Well, what was your impression when you heard them?
First, when we were in that JBL room, and he was playing the little ones, I thought it was the big one.
Really?
So I was just like, what the hell?
Good bass.
Yeah. I mean, in that, so if you were to they had like a big display area that was kind of it was kind of split up into, imagine one big thing split up into 4 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And we had the Mark Levinson in this. Then we had the next door was the JBL synthesis. Then we had this room. And then we had on the far right was the vintage room, the vintage looking room. Right.
Okay.
So yeah, they were all like individual rooms, and they would only play a demo. They wouldn't be playing demos at the same time. So we got to hear like, you know, the one space, I guess, without anybody next door, you know, pissing off the neighbors or whatever. So at first I was like, are these the big ones? He's like, no, these are small ones. I was like, really? These small ones? Well, then I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear the big ones. And yeah, man, we went into a bunch of like melodic house and techno and stuff like that. And I was just like,
so
damn.
What happened when you heard the larger ones in comparison?
The larger ones, I was like, damn, this is really, I'm like, how much are these? You know? And I was like, man, that's actually a pretty good price. I'm like, I wonder, like, who do I have to email to get a pair of these? Oh yeah, just email Carol. I was like, okay. But I mean, like, I would love to buy a pair. I just don't know. I just don't have a place for them.
They're big.
I had a bigger place where I was just like a 2-channel listening situation. Yeah. But you know, Elon and I were talking about it. He's like, what if you were to run an Atmos setup with like all the little ones there? I'm like, 11 of those in the room? That'd be pretty cool.
That'd sound good.
But hey, less expensive than the Genelex. Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I mean,
it wouldn't look too bad either.
No. Make sure to join us every Monday for our live stream at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/Daily HiFi.